Tell them fuck with me. Appetizers of success. Put an app in for greatness and patience told me this well. Okay. Look for action and practice to get a hold of yourself. Yeah. Time is of the essence and every second gonna help.
What is going on, YouTube? How you guys doing? What I say YouTube? What is going on, Reed Nation? I mean, it's still YouTube, but what is going on, Reed Nation? How you guys doing? Welcome back to the channel. We do this video every single year when before a 2K video comes out, 2K trailer or a lot of stuff coming out, because you guys have to know my opinions about what I want in the next game. I did this last year, then I'm doing it again this year. I've been doing this since 17. So I did a review on what I want in 17 and then 18. Majority of the stuff that I want, I don't get, but we still can build on it. I promise you, we can still build on it. Anywho, WWE 2K19 is about to come out pretty soon, in a couple months, and we already know the cover stars AJ Styles, which is really cool. We had Seth Rollins last year. I love Seth Rollins as the cover. But this year we actually have AJ Styles, a phenomenal one. Next year might be Roman Reigns. We haven't had Roman Reigns on the cover. A lot of you guys don't want that, but I would not mind. For some reason, I would not mind Roman Reigns on the cover. I really wish they would go for the multiple people cover. I really wish that they need to bring that back, because I would rather see more than one person. Like, for the love of sakes, they just need to go back to multiple people on one cover. Anywho's, I got a rendering video for my sponsor stuff, which you'll see way before this video uploads. Anyways, 2K19 is coming out, and 2K18 MyCAREER was a big unsuccessful situation that I don't know. I'm being completely honest, because 2K is the type of, you have to be honest with a company. You can't just sit there and tell them that everything's great, because then they'll keep building. They'll keep doing it. They'll keep they're like, oh, they like this. Oh, we'll keep doing it. And I want to be completely honest, because my career, my career for WWE 2K18, it pretty much, after you beat the odds at WrestleMania, it pretty much sucks. And I'm being totally serious. Like, it sucks. It's like 2K15. Only difference is you don't retire. And I'm gonna give you what I want in 2K19 MyCAREER as well. I'm not gonna just give you what everything that sucked from 2K18, because 2K18 had some flaws, but then it had some bad issues. Because for the MyCAREER, I like the way everything's set up. I like the way they have, where people could talk to you. It was cool. The backstage free roaming, it was cool. But there's still more they can add to it, which I'll hopefully see for 2K19. But for 2K19 MyCAREER, I'm just gonna go off the top of my head, because I didn't really plan this out. I just know that every year I do this video, and I'm trying to get this out this year. I'm trying to get it out sooner or later before they start pulling out trailers and shit. So 2K19, what it needs to be for MyCAREER. So I like how you start at the Performance Center. That's a really good feel, but I feel like you should have an option whether you want to be I know this sounds stupid, but I feel like you have an option, like, how do you want to be known before you even enter Performance Center? Do you want to be an indies wrestler, backyard wrestler, or just like you're officially just learning how to wrestle? That's what I feel like should be one of your main, like, who you want to be, like, because majority of the wrestlers that we get in WWE are either from the indies or they're from a different company. Either indies, TNA, Backyard Wrestling, CW, Ring of Honor, New Japan. Like, they all come from there. A lot of the wrestlers don't even come straight just to learn to wrestle. Like, that's really honest. Like, Bobby Roode came from TNA. Samoa Joe came from TNA. Dan Bryan came from the indies. Dean Ambrose indies. Seth Rollins indies. So it's like a lot of these different wrestlers didn't come straight to just the Performance Center to learn how to wrestle. You know what I'm saying? So there should be an option on whether you should be indies wrestler. Like, are you coming straight from the indies? Are you coming from New Japan? Are you coming from a different wrestling company? You know what I'm saying? Like, there should be an option, because I'm not saying you should off the bat know how to do every single move, because not everybody's gonna know that, but let your training be a little different, if depending on who the setting of your person is. Like, If I'm just coming straight, you know, to learn how to train, then we'll have a longer performance center scenes and stuff, a longer performance center training. With the performance center training, I feel like it should be set up way better than just wrestle, promo, or you're off the NXT. I feel like they should teach you more moves, get you more of a feel of the game, a lot more than they really are doing. And then instead of just like, you know, it's like, and they should have cutscenes where, I know this is unrealistic, but where actually cutscenes where you're driving a performance center or you're outside of the performance center and you meet other people. You know, just do something similar to 2K for NBA. I mean, it's not just a 2K game, but do something similar for the NBA. Because NBA's, like, not saying they have the best MyCAREERs, but they're on the ball with their shit. You know, this year they didn't do bad, you know, with the neighborhood and stuff. But I mean, compared to MyCAREER for WWE, they're on the ball. And so I feel like they should take some hints from the NBA MyCAREER series and just like look over that. And so after Performance Center, like, they should set up where, you know, they'll be like, okay, so we're gonna have you on NXT, we're gonna have you doing this and that, you know, just having you on NXT wrestling, you know, Velveteen Dream, Adam Cole, you know, wrestlers like that. They have you on there because they're gonna be in the game. If they're not gonna be in the game, they're gonna be DLCs or whatever. But you know, wrestling people like that, and then you still could talk to like Hall of Fame legends, and you can still get tips from them while you're on NXT and you're building up. I feel like your NXT run should be a lot longer than it really is, because majority of the people on NXT do not get caught up. It takes a long time, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like you should at least be on NXT for at least a year, perhaps. I mean, Kevin was on NXT for like 5 months until he came to the main roster. But I feel like if your player's not building up, like, they should have it set up. If your player's not building up correctly, he stays on NXT longer. And then when they should have it set up is where if you go to the main roster and your character's not doing well, they send you back to NXT. And then you have to keep rebuilding your character to make him popular, because in reality, a lot of the characters that I've seen people play MyCAREER with should be jobbers in the main roster. I'm being totally serious. A lot of the characters that people make should be head-ass jobbers. I'm not saying, you know, they're jobbers, because a lot of them are successful, but it's just like a lot of the characters people make should be jobbers. Now, what else was I about to say? So you're on NXT for a while. If you're doing really great, successful, winning the titles, now after you win the title, you shouldn't just be like, oh, automatically on main roster, because that's dumb. I mean, it works, but like, I feel like until you lose a title, you can get the option of whether you want to go to the main roster or not. So you go to the main roster. Because when I was like for WWE 2K19 MyCAREER, they would have you doing like a couple matches, but they really didn't want to build you up for some fucking reason. But I feel like if you're already hot on NXT and you come to the main roster, it should be big. Like your character should be like, everybody should be cheering for your character, and they should have it where your character, like your WWE character that you make, get this type of cheers, because sometimes when I come out, my player does not get cheered. It's silent, or they be like, oh, a couple class. I feel like they should pop for my character. If my character was hot on NXT, they should pop for him on the main roster. Just being simple like that. Like let's say if Adam Cole is getting popped really hard on NXT and he comes to the main roster, he should get popped exactly like that. That's one thing that I actually want to see in the WWE video game. What else is so you on the main roster, I feel like you shouldn't have just simple matches. You should have matches with top superstars if you are a top superstar, and you should have the decision where if you want to tag team with somebody or not, because a lot of the times they don't give you the decision. They just partner you with a tag team partner. Like, you should have backstage like talks with people like, hey, you want to be my tag team partner, something like that. They should build on the backstage room and make it a lot more free, you know, than it is. And then instead of having just like whatever, I don't know, monoscripts, I don't know what they call, where they talk straight from the line, like they don't speak. I feel like some of the characters should actually voice their, like, you know, talking, because I kind of want to see that. Like, they do that on NBA. They used to have it where, you know, there's monoscripts like this, the lyrics, you just hear, not lyrics, but the words, you just see them. but I feel like people should actually talk like a Daniel Bryan or stuff like that. And when it's Russell, and then I feel like on the MyCAREER, when you're on the main roster, it doesn't, all the cutscenes still happen like throughout all your whole careers. Like maybe even after 5 years, you still get different cutscenes that you haven't seen before. And I know it's a hard deal to do, but that's how it should be. It shouldn't be just your first year, you get all the cutscenes. After WrestleMania, they don't care anymore. It shouldn't be that way, but it is that way, and I don't really like that way. And I feel like they should really fix that. But honestly, it shouldn't be that way. You should keep getting cutscenes every year, and keep, you know, it shouldn't be just 1 year cutscenes. Boom, you know, they're tired. You know, they should really put more effort into it, like more cutscenes with the general managers. You have like more rivalry cutscenes, like you have a rivalry with the general manager, or you have a rivalry with, you know, certain wrestlers, and they have bigger cutscenes than they are now. Something like they're doing in the actual like real life series, and just make it exciting. Make it like make the MyCAREER players seem real, because I still play with my character, and it's like I still feel like it feels like a fake. Even though it's a fake character, it still feels fake regardless. And I feel like they should make your character more realer than it actually is. You know, just like fix it up. And yeah, it's like a lot of the stuff they oh my gosh, MyCAREER it was okay, but like the AAA stuff, it shouldn't have gone as far as it did on this MyCAREER. So hopefully next MyCAREER they make, it doesn't have all that, you know, going too far, you know, with the series. Like after one rivalry, that shit should cut, you know, and you should build on other ones, unless it's like a serious big rivalry. But you know, backstage brawls should be a lot more freer. You should be able to go outside. Like I would love if you like take a person out. Like it's kind of like the Here Comes the Pain series, when you take people outside and you beat them up outside. It should be like it would be really cool. And then like you have a OMG moment, you throw them in the water or something. Just make it more exciting, because it's been a long time since we had a really exciting game. But when it comes to the MyCAREER series, they pretty much should make it like season mode. If you go back and watch, you know, my series mode with HBK, or just go back and watch any season mode for a WWE video game, season mode, it was all season. Like you got cutscenes all season. Like you would play for like 5 years. You'll be in 5 years of a season, and you're still getting cutscenes. That's what we should get. Instead of even calling it MyCAREER, just call it season mode. I know they won't do that, but it would sound so much better, because MyCAREER makes it sound like it just doesn't. I mean, season mode sounds better because you can use more characters. I don't want to just use MyCAREER characters, but I want to use other characters as well, kind of like season mode. If they go back and just do something like season mode, where it's more cutscenes throughout the whole years, and there's more cutscenes. Because when I go back to season mode, like I play it and I'm like, damn, I don't even remember seeing this cutscene, because there's so many cutscenes they have. Like they probably have more cutscenes than people have actually seen in the game, but nobody has got that far. You know what I'm saying? They always had more cutscenes, more cutscenes, more cutscenes. So I feel like they should really go back and rewatch a lot of the old video games, and just go back and see what they can do. I'm not sure if they're gonna put GM mode in this game. I can't promise you that, because we always think they're gonna put GM mode in every single time. You know they haven't put GM mode in the game since what, 2009 or 2010. Like that's probably might have been the last time they had GM mode. Maybe even like earlier, you know, when they got rid of it. But tell me down below, how do you like, what you want in MyCAREER, because it's a lot more stuff that I'm actually saying. When it comes to another thing, when it comes to hairstyles for the MyCAREER players, please get some better hairstyles. I mean, oh my gosh, the hairstyles we got now are so trash. Like I want to be able to have more hairstyles. Like I have dreads, right? I say this every year. I have dreads. So I should have like the long hanging dreads, like just the long regular hanging dreads, but they don't have it the way I like it. Or they should have it where it's different styles of dreads, like this style you can wrestle in, or just a regular ponytail, or just have it hanging out. You just be able to do different colors. I mean, I think you do the different colors, but they should give you more options with the hair. They should really take that from the NBA. They should really take that tip from NBA Live and NBA 2K18 really has some shitty hairstyles. Oh my gosh. NBA, oh fuck, they have some. That's why my guy doesn't have dreads on there, because they're just terrible hairstyles. But you know, WWE should really, for the MyCAREER characters, they should really have more different hairstyles, and they should really just build on like having different hairstyles. Like they don't really do different hairstyles enough, so they really need to like really work on that, you know, just not give us the same hairstyles another person had a year before. To give us new hairstyles, because I really get tired of giving my player the same hairstyles every year. It's ridiculous. And attires, you should be able to have more different attires, because I be trying to do so much different stuff with my character, but there's no like certain attires that I want but I can't get. So hopefully they'll give you more attires. Beards, more different types of beards. They did really, I gotta say, they did do really well with the beards this year. I'm very proud of that. The beards was spot on this year. They actually did really well with creating the beards. Yeah, so the beards, maybe I have a little bit more beard hairstyles, but overall they did really well with the beards. What else can you have for characters? More accessories that you could use. And you know, hopefully they have face scan good this year. I might not be able to face scan my character, put my face in there correctly, but I mean, I'm talking about WWE. I mean, one day hopefully they have like a face scan where you can actually face scan your face. And but the thing about it is, they said they would have to take away something for us to have that, and I'm not sure what they have to take away. I totally forgot. It was one of the Smack Talk videos. He was like, oh, if they put the face scan in, then they have to take away something else. I'm like, damn. Like damn, I was like, I don't want them to take away anything. But I'm really praying that 2K19 is a really good, successful game, not just for the MyCAREER, but overall. It needs to be successful. Because you know what would be a really cool cutscene? It's like if you're in the back with all the other superstars and you're waiting to see if you're gonna stay on Raw and SmackDown during the draft. That would be really cool. I would love to see that cutscene. You know, because for the last year's MyCAREER, it wasn't really like you got traded here, you got traded there. It was more like you did something negative. Oh, we want you at that other show, because like I remember one outcome. I wasn't supposed to beat Braun Strowman, but I beat him anyways, and Triple H was mad. He sent me to SmackDown, so I was on SmackDown, and then Shane was like, no, I retired on SmackDown, I believe. Either I retired on SmackDown. Well, I think my player left on SmackDown. I'm not sure if he was on SmackDown. He was on SmackDown, but I'm trying to remember how I got back to Raw, because then I had to fight Triple H. He might, yeah. And then I had the whole Royal Rumble situation. It was fucking terrible. But yeah, like, let me know down below what you want in MyCAREER. I'm definitely gonna listen to you guys' opinions, because honestly, there's so much more that I'm saying, and I really want to hear what you guys say, what you want in the game, because there's so much that can be really put in this MyCAREER mode. I really hope they do well. I'm definitely going to actually see if it's going to be a good MyCAREER. I just hope it's a good MyCAREER. Oh my gosh, I just really hope it's a good MyCAREER, because if it is, then the series that I'm going to make on my channel is going to be so amazing. It's going to be so good, because I'm going to actually live stream MyCAREER again this year. So you guys have been loving live streaming MyCAREER, so we're gonna live stream it again when it comes out. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Post Nation route. Deuces, baby. One love. One love. Peace. Catch you later. 20,000 subscribers coming our way. See ya. Stay blessed.